Hey guys, Joshua here, and welcome back to YouTube. And yes, I am finally back from camping. I'm finally back from camping. I'm back home finally, and I want to react to Roblox Take a Seat. And I really want to react to this because I seen like part of it. So here we go. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's see what we have here. I'm back from camping, so here we go. Okay. I'm gonna play this in 3, 2, 1. Roblox is a... And I know this is serious. What's this?
Place where we filter all the text and the voice, where we monitor for critical harms, where there's no image sharing or any of the things that might happen from that.
I want to start off by saying that we all want to keep Roblox safe. We share this view, and we know that there's members of our community who feel strongly about that too. And you know what, we welcome that as part of the dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer.
I want to highlight, we have always had safety as one of our top priorities, and we're not waiting for
that's the famous.
We've innovated with age estimation on our own because we want to keep people on our platform.
This whole situation is kind of crazy.
Everybody go donate to this boy Schlep.
This is probably the worst decision this company has ever made.
Hashtag free Schlep on God. Yeah, they actually need Schlep. I'm wishing Schlep the best.
Roblox, you need to do something.
There's got to be something done. Nobody at Roblox listens to us. I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated.
Why should we support a platform that is taking steps to prevent predators from getting caught?
Yeah.
Roblox has just lost $12 billion in market value following their response to their cease and desist letter against me. Just for context, I'm someone who's gotten 6 predators within their community arrested in real life. That loss, though, isn't on me. It's a direct result of Roblox's own response to its child safety crisis. Instead of addressing the real issues, Roblox has doubled, tripled, even quadrupled down. They've put out statements after statements painting me and my team as reckless vigilantes while claiming that their platform is safe, when it absolutely is not. People are just seeing through this, and that's why a huge movement has started online called Free Schlep. It's been trending everywhere. Multiple members of Congress have now called out the company's child abuse problem, and the Attorney General...
I'm gonna put that in my video. Free Schlep. I would do that too, and I will put it in my descriptions page too, so I will do that.
Of Louisiana has filed a giant lawsuit against the company for, and I quote,
"Oh yeah, guys, and by the way, I'm going to react to like more videos than just this. Okay, I'm gonna react to more videos. I will find some more videos talking about this too, of the news. And I know there's like so many news programs that." That made videos of this, but I'm not gonna react to all of them. I will react to like a few of them, because there's just too many. So let's continue. This video is 2 days ago. Wow.
Prioritizing user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. The day after the Attorney General's lawsuit was filed, Roblox's market value dropped by $12 billion. In response, the company scrambled to roll out new policies targeting the very not safe for work games featured in the lawsuit and my videos, like for instance bathroom simulators. Mind you, the community has been calling out these games for years now, but still, even after everything, instead of removing these blatantly inappropriate experiences, Roblox simply slapped a 17+ label on them. They also launched a ban wave against some of the worst games they've knowingly hosted for years, games that have led thousands of children to getting extorted, groomed, and worse. Roblox's actions are nothing more than damage control for the problems they've allowed to fester, when the entire community was screaming at them to fix these problems. And the community saw that killing the messenger was an act of war.
And by the way, guys, we actually need Schlep. Because Schlep has been... I know you guys know this, but we actually need Schlep to to catch these predators, but no, Roblox had to ruin it all and ban them. You know what? After this video, I know I said this before, but I will say this again. I will put hashtag free slip on my title and my description, and like every time that I make a video reacting to like Slep's videos or Slep related videos on the news platforms, I will actually put free Slep on like all Slep related videos. Okay, I promise to do that. Okay, let's continue.
Shortly after these changes, Roblox released a video so bad that it was community noted on Twitter twice. David Baszucki, the CEO of Roblox, Matt Kaufman, the Chief Safety Officer of Roblox, and Eliza Jacobs, the Senior Director of Product Policy, did a 45-minute tech talk. Most of this...
Oh yeah, I might react to this too, just to see what the heck they're talking about. So I think after this video I will do that, and then I will see what stupid thing that these what stupid things that he is doing. So let's continue.
Is just corporate jumbo, but they go ahead and respond directly to their vigilante policy. Before I show this, I want you to remember, I'm the only person that Roblox has targeted with this vigilante policy that they just created. Not even my team was moderated or given any legal letter. I begged for a clear line and even offered to keep much of my work private to help, and I'm no way obligated to do that, but instead, they went straight after me, moderating my accounts and sending a cease and desist before I could even react to the policy. And let's be clear about one thing, I'm not a vigilante. That means I'm taking the law into my own hands. We work with law enforcement, which is why we have arrests. Roblox refuses to say my name because they'd have to acknowledge those arrests. But make no mistake, if they're responding to the outrage, which is about me, and that...
Really?
This game, you're not ready.
This is what they had to say about it. They first start off the interview by talking about how vigilantes started out as a good thing.
Both inside of Roblox, and I think that there are lots of people outside of Roblox who really have the best intentions and the welfare of our community at heart. We all want to keep Roblox safe. And you know what? We welcome them in part of the dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer. And we have members of the community in these vigilante groups that started off in a really good place. They started off by saying like, hey, they're reporting on issues on Roblox. They're talking about how we could do better. And you know, we paid really careful attention.
This statement is just laughably hilarious. If Roblox is really paying attention, then what about when my mom emailed you guys about my own case? What did you do then? Nothing. Actually, you kept paying the guy for years afterward, until you were literally forced to do something about it. If what Roblox was claiming was actually true, them listening to the community, why are the biggest content creators leaving your exclusive YouTuber program in protest of how you're moderating your platform? And I'm gonna actually bring up something later in this interview to show you how much of a joke this is. This year is Meep City, one of the most controversial games on Roblox. Creecraft, one of the largest Roblox YouTubers, joined this game, and within 4 seconds, was exposed to not safe for work content. The community has been complaining about this game for almost a decade now, but Roblox has still continued to leave this game up and platform it. But CEO David Baszucki mentions this game by name, and here's their philosophy on it.
You know, I can see some of our community naming experiences on Roblox and just say, take it down, take it down, take it down. I'd say examples could be Meep City, for example. Can you share? Like, why should that be up? Should that be down? Like, what's up?
I think one thing that's really challenging on this global immersive interactive platform is that we have content created by developers and creators and content created by the community, by the users that are in that game. And one thing that we really try to do is be fair to our developers and to not moderate them for the behavior of their users.
How is this a crazy math problem? This is so simple. The creator of this game wants these people in their game. How is this even controversial? The developer is giving the tools to the player to make this inappropriate content. And that is the problem with Roblox. Roblox turns a blind eye unless the developers are blatantly making not safe for work games. And even then, it is still on the line if Roblox will take action. Roblox might have just went back on their word regarding Meep City. This game had every inappropriate feature removed from it pretty much overnight. It's unknown if Roblox made Alex Neutron, the creator of Meep City, do this, but either way, it shows the public pressure is working. Games that Roblox is doubling down on are folding, so that's why it's really important to keep speaking up about this.
Then we saw something change. What we saw is that some of these groups started engaging with the community in ways that violated our policies. And so let me explain what that means. They would go and create accounts on Roblox claiming to be a child.
Roblox keeps repeating this same talking point, that I'm impersonating and pretending to be a child. Here's the reality. You have to pretend to be a child because if the predators knew they were talking to an adult, that would...
Hold on, guys. I will be right back. My mom is calling. Okay, guys, I'm back. And so while I was talking to my mom, and then my air conditioner just went down for good. And so I told my mom about it, and I gotten her friend to come over to the house to see if he can fix it, and he cannot fix it. So that means the air conditioner is down for good. And so and way before he flipped the breakers, I just stopped the entire recording. I just stopped my recording of my reaction video right here. I just saved it. I did save it way before my mom's my mom's friend flipped the breaker from my bedroom. I just saved my reaction, or my part of my reaction video first. It's because I don't want to lose that file. Well, it looks like I gotta combine the videos together now. And so let's just finish this. So here we go. I gotta check my recording again. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
They were talking to an adult, that wouldn't even be a crime. You guys seem to be more upset that I'm pretending to be a child than predators are decoys. And if it wasn't our decoys, it would be a real person. It's also worth noting that the FBI, ICAC, and local law enforcement all use these same exact tactics. Would Roblox be willing to send them a cease and desist too? And their claim that I'm impersonating children is flat out false. Impersonation means I'm stealing the identity of a real child. From the very beginning, we've never used real kids. We don't send pictures of real children, and we create totally new identities where every single photo that's sent is of someone that is of age. The only difference is we tell these people that we are underage. This is flat out a lie, what they're claiming. But what happens next is so wild that the CEO of Roblox cuts off the chief safety officer.
And then they would enter into game servers and they would go and start asking everybody around them, how old are you? And they were seeking out adults. If you said that you were, move on. But if you said that you were 25, then they would start engaging in conversations, and they would try and use those conversations to simulate.
Matt, is this anecdotal? Because I know we have chat logs for all chat on.
Hey, you!
Oh my God, no.
Me? Yeah, you! Don't you want to...
on Roblox and historical records. Are you able to kind of...
David totally derails that conversation. That statement is probably the most wild made by Matt Kaufman in this whole interview. To simulate what, Matt Kaufman? Because it's not simulation. These are predators thinking that they're talking to someone that is real, and they a lot of times want to show up in person and do stuff to them in real life. And in my opinion, this shows how little Roblox actually cares about this problem. They can say whatever they want. They can talk about all the new safety features that they're rolling out, but it means nothing if lawsuits are being filed every single week against the company and headlines are making the media about a new horrible...
I know it's dinner time for me, but I gotta get this video out for you guys.
Situation happening because of this platform. I also want to say how they totally mischaracterize how I run my decoy operation. We are never the first to engage with any of the predators. They always contact our decoy account first.
So we saw these actors, they're pretending to be kids, they're trying to find adults, and then what they're doing is they're trying to move the conversation as quickly as possible to other platforms that don't have the type of monitoring and policies that Roblox has. And then they were using that activity that happened on other platforms to create situations that they would then video, they would report to the police, and then only after would they let
sorry guys.
Roblox know.
Roblox is accusing me of encouraging adults to talk inappropriately to people they shouldn't. That is not true, and if it was true, I wouldn't have a single arrest. We present ourselves as a naive kid who doesn't know about these topics. Crimes like this should obviously be reported to law enforcement first, not Roblox. If Roblox is notified before the police, they can delete accounts, tip off the predators that are being investigated, and give them a chance to erase valuable evidence that the police need to prosecute. The fact that these predators are on the platform to begin with shows that their safety systems have failed. If Roblox did their jobs, there wouldn't be anybody for us to find. Roblox also claims that I'm moving these players to other platforms, but those platforms are linked directly on Roblox's own site. Roblox has actually even partnered with some of those platforms. They even own a bot on that other platform. Anyone can make an account 13+ and see social media links on Roblox, and unsurprisingly, people in real life have been abducted because of this feature that Roblox allows. And when they say I'm creating these situations, that's just insulting. I'm not creating situations. These predators are trying to grab people within your community.
And there's a bunch of issues in here. Number one, the violation of our policies about being honest about how old you are. Number two, moving conversations off platform. And number three, waiting to tell Roblox when they identified violative behavior to come and tell us so we could take action.
In Matt Kaufman's own words, in articles about vigilantes, he said law enforcement officials are best positioned to investigate potential crime. So why is he criticizing us for going to the police first? And it's not like we're not even reporting these things to Roblox. We do. We give Roblox the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. They have the first chat log till the very end where they're in handcuffs. And we have numerous fully documented instances where Roblox refused to take action until after we released videos that got millions of views. Also, waiting to tell Roblox in general is a policy violation? If you were on Roblox and went straight to the authorities instead of reporting it to Roblox first, could you technically be violating Roblox's terms of service?
I think some of these groups started off in a really good place, and they started off, really, and they still do really care about the community. The actions that they were taking were putting our community at greater risk and were violations of our policy.
He says I'm putting the community at risk. Roblox even went as far to accuse me and my team of being similar to predators. Think about that. They're implying I am preying on predators. So to Matt Kaufman and David Baszucki, I'm very sorry for preying on the predators of your platform and getting them arrested and put in handcuffs, because I didn't ever want to see kids go through what I went through.
These actors that were coming on the platform, they were reaching out to dozens and dozens of people, and the vast majority of those people were not responding to those engagements, and frankly, were harmed in that process.
I'm gonna show you this predator I caught. I sent a message in the chat and I got this guy messaging me.
Yes, okay, how old are you? I asked him back how old he is, and he says he's older than 18. I tell him I'm years old. Do you mind me being younger? No, not really. If you can keep it a secret between us, though. And he does Predator Strat 101. He asked for my Snap or Discord? And the reason why he's asking for Snap is because the messages delete. I tell him Discord, and I get on Discord with him, and the messages begin right away.
Throughout that entire process, where did I harm anyone? Because the real harm was Roblox letting this game exist on their platform for years. It only disappeared after Hindenburg, an investment research firm, went ahead and exposed Roblox for hosting this experience. And conveniently, it vanished the moment they showcased this predator catch. Notice as well how I wasn't the one to ask for Discord or Snapchat. The predator did. These were the sort of people interacting with our decoys, and so many people are becoming victimized from people exactly like this.
They were normalizing policy violations on the platform.
What Roblox's own algorithm recommends inappropriate items to people. Roblox actively hosts not safe for work games for children. Roblox themselves in this interview.
Oh my god. Really?
Wait,
I gotta see. Wait. Oh, come on!
I love
Oh, this is so annoying.
good thing.
Not safe.
Bro.
Safe for work games for children. Roblox themselves in this interview doubled down on one of the most infamous instances of inappropriate behavior. In this interview, doubled down on one of the most games for children.
Hold on, I gotta see
Roblox
this real
themselves in this interview doubled down on
What? Boys and Girls Club Hangout? We need more boys in the game. Can you help us? Oh.
one of the most infamous instances of inappropriate behavior that they've allowed for nearly a decade, and they're really going at me for normalizing policy violations. Absolutely unbelievable.
And the other piece is, oftentimes the sort of evidence that was collected, the video evidence, was really difficult to verify, really difficult for us. And if law enforcement had to verify it, then they're talking about subpoenas. And so I think something that sometimes seems obvious to folks in the community really is just much more complicated on the back end.
I'm not sure how the evidence that I was sending you guys was hard to verify. I sent you guys screen recordings of us scrolling through the entire chat on mobile, and a lot of the stuff that happens is happening directly within Roblox. Like for instance, when Roblox refused to ban this predator, we got arrested in Hawaii, and he was literally talking in-game about planning the meetup in real life on Roblox. With all that being said, I wanted to ask someone who's been working with law enforcement and has been doing predator catching since before I was even born. So I decided to take a seat with Chris Hansen to catch some answers.
So here we go.
I'm Chris Hansen. I'm co-founder and correspondent reporter for the True Blue Streaming Crime Network. We do a lot of crime and investigative reporting. Our Takedown series, which exposes predators trying to exploit children online. And we also work on a number of documentaries, including this particular project, exposing the sort of thing that goes on Roblox.
I wanted to ask you about some of the comments that Roblox has specifically stated about like predator catching. One of the main complaints is pretending to be a child. I want to know your answer. It's kind of obvious, but
oh yeah, this is like screen this is like screen recording on Facebook.
Important of using decoy accounts to just find different predators.
Well, we couldn't do it without using decoy accounts. In the very beginning, we had an online watchdog group, Perverted Justice, do that work, and now, and for the last several years, it's been members of law enforcement who have posed as children online, merely sitting in one of these areas, and they wait to be approached by somebody who is seeking to exploit children. And then the conversation takes place. It all happens according to the law, and then that gets turned over. Now, I understand that anytime somebody is not with law enforcement, it gives pause to a corporation. It's like, okay, here's this kid. We don't know whether he's following the rules properly. We don't know if he's running this by a lawyer. Maybe you could argue that they just don't want that sort of activity on their platform, but you think they'd be more worried about the activity that you're exposing.
That's what I've been trying to get at this whole time.
Let's worry about that, number one, and then you can have a conversation with young Schlepp. I mean, if I were the CEO of Roblox, I would make you an ambassador for security. I would get out in front of this thing and do what would be a fantastic promotional move. I'm a little dumbfounded that they haven't figured it out, given that these guys are in the high-tech world world who invented this stuff in some ways, you know, why don't they get ahead of it and get a young guy on their team?
That's
what I'm doing with you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. I learned a long time ago that if you're not listening to the youngest guy or girl in the room, you're missing opportunity. You have to evolve and you have to keep on top of this technology and you have to bring new ideas into the room to do your job. My job is to expose bad people. You are helping.
I mean, the thing is, I've made it very, very clear to Roblox since the beginning. Give us a private line. We are open to communicate with you. We want to talk with you guys. We know a lot of these really bad actors, and the first official contact I had with them was the cease and desist letter.
It's horrible from a public image standpoint. I mean, you're killing the messenger, right? It's not like...
Oh, hold on, guys. I was shut my door, but I know it's gonna be hot in here, but I don't want anyone to be interrupting me. I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, so let's continue.
You're out there tracking these guys down with, you know, tasers and smoke guns. I mean, you're providing information to the platform to do something about it.
One of the major complaints that Roblox had about me was that I was actually going to law enforcement first before sending their report, just so that they would have a start to finish conversation of everything that took place. Did you guys ever reach out to social media sites before this sting goes down?
No, we always go to law enforcement. We work with law enforcement in everything we do. And that is to ensure a successful prosecution. That's why the prosecution rate in these states is, you know, like 99.1%. It's law enforcement first, then they can deal with the corporation. The corporation should be more concerned about reporting what it finds to law.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Law enforcement to investigate.
I'm going to read to you a quote from Roblox's corporate blog describing our operations. Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate actively approach users and then try to lead them onto different platforms to have explicit conversations. We obviously do not talk to these predators. We don't impersonate real children. Our decoys are, you know, adults.
Well, I think if they're mischaracterizing what you're doing, that's wrong. Based upon what you've said to me, you don't actively bait these guys in terms of making the first approach. You merely set up a profile of somebody who's underage and you exist in that room until an adult approaches one of your decoys. Then if conversation takes place, they get exposed and that information gets turned over to law enforcement. And in many cases, they do something and then you report that both on your platform as a citizen journalist, a young guy working on these stories, and to Roblox to take action as a corporate citizen.
I thought it was kind of wild how they compared what we're doing to actual predators.
Well, if they're mischaracterizing what you're doing, yeah, that's horrible. This entire project is going to be healthy for Roblox and it's going to be especially good for users of Roblox because anything that creates awareness and a dialogue is important. And you need to tell parents that this stuff exists, that these dangers are out there, and that if your child is approached by a predator, they need to come to the parents. I mean, that's the first line of defense. It's great what you're doing, it's great what I do, and it's really great that law enforcement and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children does all this work every day across the country. It's great that Roblox has a department that takes a look at some of this stuff. What's not great is the lack of connection here that could make it even better and safer. Until that happens, we have to show parents what goes on here, and they have to have the discussion with kids and say, hey, be careful.
What made you interested into getting into Roblox?
You know, I was personally getting communications on social media saying, you need to look into this, you need to look into this, you need to look into this. And then we saw a big case down in Florida where a guy was arrested in Central Florida for and actually giving them Robux and having them exploit siblings and other. It made headlines down in Marion County, Florida. And so I started digging into it. We had good contacts with that sheriff's department there. And we actually, ironically, just did a predator sting, a takedown sting down there. So we started with an interview there. And it turns out that in the same jurisdiction, there was a 10-year-old girl who was exploited on Roblox by a man all the way over in England. And so we interviewed that victim's mother, and all of a sudden all these cases started developing, including the lawsuit by the Attorney General in Louisiana.
It's interesting you mentioned Florida because we got an arrest there. We got it in Polk County, and it was a guy who possessed.
Polk County, as you know, is where Sheriff Grady Judd is, and they're very active in this space.
Oh, yeah.
We go to work with them as well. First of all, it breaks my heart, and I'm so sorry that you had to deal with this as a younger guy on this particular platform. The fact that you were bullied and preyed upon and advantage of and that it went to the extent it did. It breaks my heart, and this is why we do these investigations. But to see you at your age turn it into a positive and do something about it, I think is incredible and admirable.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
For a guy who's been kicking around doing this for 42 or 43 years now, it's really cool because when I started on television, I was your age. I was 22 years old. So when I see a young person do this kind of work, it's very impressive to me because I know what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, it's very crazy when you start looking into this stuff. I mean, it's a rabbit hole. Only gets more disturbing the more you see it.
Well, you know, and since we announced that we're doing this documentary and that you are collaborating, I am overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, I saw a tweet on Twitter. It got like 160,000 likes that you're just even looking into the platform. Because that's the thing, people have known about these issues for so long, but journalists haven't done enough to like really look into it. And now it's starting to break into the world where everybody is starting to start to be aware.
Well, now you're seeing more mainstream, outlets cover it. And
yeah.
Look, we have the ability to infiltrate this world because we've been doing it for 21 years. First with To Catch a Predator, and for the last 2.5 years at True Blue, our streaming crime network, with Takedown. So we know how to do this and work with law enforcement. Now, a lot of people can go out and do this stuff independently, but here you are, a good example of somebody who has done the work and given it to law enforcement. And that's the key here, because if you expose these guys and make fun of them and do a Borat kind of thing like some other content creators, they often don't face the consequences. They don't have to register as a offender. They don't get prosecuted.
Yeah, and I think the thing is too, a lot of the reason why I have to make this content is because
imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 4.
Because we reach out to Roblox, we give them the emails, we give them all the information. They don't respond until after we publish a video that gets millions of views on YouTube. It makes me concerned because if we're getting that, what are real victims getting?
Look, I understand a little bit Roblox situation here. What they're trying to do is follow the protocol. When they see something, they are mandated to report that to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which then refers it to law enforcement. And that's good, and they should be doing that. But why they wouldn't also take advantage of information given to them, wrapped with a bow around it, as you have done, it's stunning to me that they wouldn't see the opportunity here to be an ally of yours as opposed to somebody who they're making an example of and saying,
oh, for sure.
The rules, banning. I don't understand that. From a corporate citizen aspect, it doesn't make sense. From a public relations standpoint, it doesn't make sense. And from a justice-seeking standpoint, it doesn't make sense. So I don't know, and I hope that during the course of this, that I'll get a chance to sit down with somebody at Roblox. And I have a feeling that's going to happen. But I'm going to be posing all of those questions when that interview takes place.
To young people who look up to you and see predators in online spaces, what is the single most important step that they can take to protect themselves?
I would be hesitant to tell people to conduct their own investigations, but I'm adamant that you got to report this stuff to your local law enforcement agency. You got to report it to the service provider. You got to report it to the platform. Hopefully, between those three things, you get some action. I think 15, 20 years ago, law enforcement would be a little overwhelmed by this and say, if you're in a small town, you go to the police department and say this happened, they say, okay, well, I'm not sure how to investigate it. Well, today, every department has the ability to investigate this stuff, and they are very willing to take these cases on.
It's an absolute honor to have Chris Hansen featured on this channel. Chris Hansen is flying me out soon to actually feature in his Roblox documentary about exploitation. With everything that we've learned so far, one question persists. Why did I get this cease and desist? I'll let this alleged former Roblox employee answer this question for you.
Okay.
You have to make a decision, right? You keep your players safe, but then it would be less of them on the platform. Or you just let them do what they want to do, and then all the numbers look good, and investors will be happy.
You might just be thinking this is one alleged Roblox employee. Well, Bloomberg is claiming that 8 Roblox employees told a very similar story to this in 2024. Roblox actively forces victims of the platform into arbitration, a tactic so unethical that platforms like Uber and Lyft actually have policies against doing this. The reason they're doing it is even more outrageous. Because this person received so many benefits from using the platform, he cannot now complain that Roblox is trying to prevent him from seeking justice in court for the life-altering harm he suffered. Here's why I personally care so much about this problem.
Who's been offered free Robux to do something that was inappropriate in the game? Or someone has said, I'll give you some free Robux if you come and follow me on Snapchat or TikTok or something like that. Who's had that happen? Okay, loads of you.
I've seen a lot of corruption in big tech, but I've never seen a company harm this many young people at the scale Roblox had. They can say whatever they want about safety or try to discredit me, but the arrests and their response to those arrests speak louder than any PR statement that they could possibly make. This isn't just about moderation. The rot goes all the way up to the CEO, a man whose vision includes adding dating to this platform and defending predatory games like Meep City. It's not even negligence, it's his literal philosophy. The narrative around Roblox needs to change. People have to understand what this platform actually is. Share what's happening, talk about it. Make sure your friends, parents, journalists, and lawmakers know how deep these problems run. Call your congressman and tell him you won't stand by while Roblox puts children in danger. I've been sounding the alarm for over a year as a whistleblower, and Roblox's leadership has tried to silence me. What needs to happen is David Baszucki needs to sit in front of Congress under oath, and he needs to explain why so many people have been abducted and abused on his platform, and why his company is choosing profits over safety.
I agree. All right, that's the end of that video. But I gotta do another thing. So I'll be right back, guys. It's because I'm gonna react to another video, so I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back, and so here's another video that I want to show you guys. It's called Roblox faces more after banning YouTuber Slep. So in this one it's just 3 minutes and 42 seconds long. So let's get this over with, and I will look for more videos like this. So I did react to one in this video. I'm gonna react to I will react to 3 more too. This one's one of them. What is wrong with you? Okay, let's do this right now. Boom.
Roblox is one of the most popular gaming platforms in the world, with hundreds of millions of users, most of them children. But tonight, that company is under fire. It faces multiple lawsuits and new criticism over how it handles child safety and reports of predators on its platform. Christian Farr joins us in studio now with more. Christian.
Yeah, Marion, Roblox boasts nearly 400 million users on its online platform. Most of those users are children, and in recent years, it has been the target of many lawsuits, accusing the online gaming site of allowing sexual predators to groom its young users without adequate protections. Now, there are several Change.org petitions that have been posted this month asking that Roblox longtime CEO step down, along with the company's chief safety officer. The main complaint by many on those petitions is the response by Roblox when it comes to so-called predator catchers like social media activist Michael Schlep. Schlep's attorneys, who are located here in Chicago, say the 22-year-old content creator helped take down 6 accused child predators. In response, Roblox banned Schlep from the platform and served Schlep with cease and desist letters.
It's completely a backwards decision. Schlep was giving Roblox an opportunity to clean up their platform, and rather than work with Schlep and collaborate with him and find out what he knows and ways that he may be able to help them, they're trying to silence him, and they're trying to threaten him with legal action. And this is part of a broader effort by Roblox to keep public scrutiny away from the decisions that they have made over the years to allow completely inappropriate sexual content on their game, which is marketed and designed for children.
Now, in response to Schlep, Roblox issued this statement that says, in part, Taking the law into your hands isn't safe in the real world, and it's not safe online. That's why we work with law enforcement to hold bad actors accountable. Many experts agree independent actors impersonating others and luring users to other platforms for sexually explicit conversations can never be safe. Now, Roblox says it is doing a lot to protect its young users. Recently, they rolled out an improved age verification, which includes users consenting to a face scan. Experts say parents can protect their children in games like Roblox by linking their child's account to their own and to use an updated online safety center to block specific friends. Now, earlier this month, the company's chief safety officer talked about protecting young users during a podcast.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I need to react to this too and just see what these people are talking about.
We hold ourselves to a very high standard when it comes to our policies around what is acceptable content and behavior on the policy. And we believe we really do stand out in the industry in how restrictive we are and how important we think it is to keep this type of content off the platform.
Chicago law firm Steiner, Gold, Greco, and Hensley says it represents more than 500 survivors who have claims against Roblox. There is also a rumor floating around about the platform possibly shutting down, but there has been nothing official to support that rumor. Now, attorney Stephen Vanderpoort and others say parents should protect their children by turning off the chat function on Roblox and do not turn it back on until Roblox can ensure that they have made that app safe for children. Alex?
All right. Thank you so much, Christian.
Wow.
When you've got smoke.
Whew. Wow. That was crazy. And so anyway, no. I already reacted to that. I already reacted to this one. So, okay guys, I'm gonna go react to another video. And it's gonna be like the Roblox themselves. And that was number 2, so let's see that we have. I will be right back, guys. Okay guys, I am back, and this is the 3rd video that I want to react and just see what the heck this update on our this is gonna be the stupid one, so here we go. This is just Roblox.
Welcome, I'm Dave Bazuki, founder and CEO at Roblox, and you're listening to Tech Talks, where we talk about everything that's happening at Roblox. We have a fast follow today. We're joined again by Matt Kaufman and Eliza Jacobs from our safety and civility team, hot on the release of facial age estimation, trusted connections, a slew of other things. We are going to give you a real-time update on how that big release went. We're going to dive into some new things we're releasing. We're going to chat a little about what we're doing with vigilantes on Roblox. We're going to go a little over the future of our AI platforms as well. So buckle up, sit back. We have a lot of information, and we'll give you an update on some of the open source AI tools that we've released as well. Matt, Eliza, thanks for jumping back in with me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Dave.
Hey, we just got back from Washington, D.C., where we were hanging with a lot of people sharing our vision and our safety roadmap. And we are live now with a bunch of tech we've been working on for a while, including trusted connections, facial age estimation, and more really health-related things for users on the platform. How has the release of age estimation gone? Are people using it? Is it doing what we're hoping it will do?
Yeah, I can start off with that. First of all, we launched something called Trusted Connections. We did that about a month ago. And what it is it's a way for our users who are 13 and over to have more authentic conversations with their friends and people they know in real life. And in order to access that, you have to go through a facial age estimation, which lets us take a picture of your face and you move your head around a little bit, and we can get a pretty good idea of how old you are. And that lets us ensure that the product is only available to our users who are 13 and over. And when we talk about more authentic conversations, what we mean by that is unfiltered chat, text chat, and unfiltered voice communication in our party system.
And I think you're saying it nicely, Matt. When I've been on TV, I've explained that up till now, for example, if you wanted to call me a butthead, you couldn't do that on Roblox. And there's a lot of 15-year-olds who we feel it's okay for them to call each other a butthead, and there's actually a deeper reason for allowing 15-year-olds to call each other a butthead on Roblox rather than anywhere else. Can you share, what our motivation is for that?
Maybe Eliza can talk about what's age appropriate.
Yeah. I think what we're always trying to do is have products that are age and developmentally appropriate for our users. So in this case, if you're calling your friend that you know in real life a butthead and they know that you're joking, but you've done that through facial age estimation and trusted connections, then we don't really think there's a safety risk there, right? Whereas if you're calling someone in a game server a butthead, maybe that's a bullying issue or a harassment issue. So we're really trying to be contextual in our policies and keep everyone safe, but also not prohibit things that are really developmentally appropriate for kids to be engaging in with their friends.
Yeah, and so with facial age estimation, we're not going to allow 11-year-olds to call each other a butthead. But there's another benefit that's really subtle, and I share this when I'm in DC. We are trying to keep people on our Roblox platform, not as much always because they're driving engagement, but there's some unique things about our platform. All the text, all the voice is filtered for critical harms. We don't allow real-time image sharing, and those are things where we may see people try to go off platforms when we don't want them to.
That's right. Yeah, we would prefer that people stay on Roblox and participate and talk with their friends on Roblox rather than going off platform. And so we're trying to make these
Roblox safer. And we have members of the community in these vigilante groups.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to speed through this a little bit and I'm not gonna just watch the entire thing.
And we've supported California Age Appropriate Design Code. We're supporters of COPPA 2.0. We went out for the signing of the Take It Down. And one of the things we try to do in DC is share really what I would say are the three different flavors of social media and how they're all different. And I think legislators are reacting to some things, and we're going to riff into, obviously, vigilantes on Roblox that they see on those. I want to first start with a category, not Roblox, where you play together.
I think some of these groups started off in a really good place, and they started off, really, and they still do really care about the community. The actions that they were taking were putting our community at greater risk and were violations of our policy.
Hey, Matt, a couple things to think about comprehensively. Behind the scenes, text conversation on Roblox is going through AI and detection and filtering. And arguably the internal efforts at Roblox, not just with AI, but with our own teams and research teams, are obviously much larger, if not, orders of magnitude, what would be possible from an outside thing.
We have a large number of investigators that are looking for violative activity. We have over 100 different machine learning or AI pipelines that are running looking for activity. And we report a lot of stuff to law enforcement when we find stuff that crosses a line and becomes illegal. And one of the things is when we report stuff to law enforcement, yes, we don't publicize that. And we don't publicize it mainly because we want law enforcement to make the decision about what is illegal and what is not. And we leave it up to them. We don't want to pass judgment on our own without getting law enforcement involved. And that's why we're quiet about those things.
Yeah, I would also add on the sort of policy violations on the platform and our concerns for the harm to the community. These actors that were coming on the platform, they were reaching out to dozens and dozens of people, and the vast majority of those people were not responding to those engagements, and frankly, were harmed in that process, right? They were violating our policies, they were normalizing policy violations on the platform, they were harassing people and creeping them out, and we can't endorse harm and policy violations on the platform for any reason, even if it's well-intentioned. That's just not something that we want to allow on the platform. And the other piece is oftentimes the sort of evidence that was collected, the video evidence, was really difficult to verify, really difficult for us. And if law enforcement had to verify it, then they're talking about subpoenas And so I think something that sometimes seems obvious to folks in the community really is just much more complicated on the back end. And we want to really arm law enforcement with the information that they need to do their job, and that's what we do when we engage with them.
I would urge caution for...
Alright guys, I think I had enough of watching this, so let's just watch one more video and then I will end the video, or end this video. It's because I don't want to watch the entire thing about this. So I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and here's another one here. And this one does not count because it's just her talking. This does not count, so let's just get this one out of the way.
We've passed laws to keep sexual predators away from our kids in daycares, in schools, and on playgrounds. But there are companies who are facilitating and promoting virtual access that exposes your child, even when you think they're safe in your own home or in their own room. Some apps and social media sites are not doing enough to protect our kids from being exposed to those who want to harm them. And one online game is specifically the reason that we're here today. I'm announcing today a lawsuit against Roblox, the #1 gaming site for children and teens. It's also the #1 site for sex predators.
Yeah.
Roblox has and continues to facilitate the distribution of child sexual abuse material and the sexual exploitation of Louisiana's children. Roblox fails to implement basic safety controls and to protect child users from predators. Roblox knowingly and intentionally fails to provide notice to parents and child users of its extreme dangers. And it created, curated, and perpetuated an online environment where child sex predators thrive, unite, hunt, and victimize kids.
This video does not count because it's just her talking, so I will be right back. I will find some more. I will find one more video to react, okay? This video does not count. Okay guys, I'm back. And here's the final video that is from WBRZ. And it says Louisiana Authority General says she is suing Roblox over children's online safety. And so let's see how this rolls out. So here we go. And let's see how this rolls out. Boom.
New tonight, the state of Louisiana filed a lawsuit against the popular children's game Roblox. Attorney General Liz Murrill says the online gaming service aided predators in sexual exploitation of children in the state. News 2's David Hamilton spoke to the AG and has more on online safety for kids.
Sarah Gray Murrill says the app has knowingly and intentionally failed to implement safety controls to protect children. I spoke with someone with our office cyber crimes unit on what you could do to protect your child. Attorney General Liz Murrill announced that Louisiana is suing Roblox, claiming the popular online game perpetuated an environment where sexual predators could hunt and victimize kids.
It's very dangerous what they're perpetuating. They know it, and they have made choices to not use the tools that they could be using to protect children, and they've done that for profit. So we're going to take it out of the profit, and we're going to also do whatever we can to make sure that there are structural controls put in place to protect our kids.
David Ferris, the cybercrime unit supervisor for the Attorney General's office, says the state is seeing a rise in cases of predators preying on children online.
Last year was 13,644 cases, and then this year we're on track. We've already passed that now. We're only halfway through the year, and so we're on track for somewhere around the 18,000 mark is what we're expecting.
And how much of Roblox? Ferris believes there are things parents can do today to combat their child being exposed to predators.
So it does require the parents to begin to become a little more active in their kids' lives and to slow down this technology world that these kids are getting involved in. So just take a step back from it, and when the child wants to get on a specific app or a specific social media site, slow it down, step back, and do a little research to see what the dangers are associated with that.
Games like Survive the Diddy and Area 51, The Road to Diddy's, Diddy Simulator, and not to mention a public bathroom simulator, all are games that can be found in Roblox. Attorney General Liz Morrill says this is content that should not be in a children's game.
Roblox knowingly and intentionally fails to provide notice to parents and child users of its extreme dangers. And it created, curated, and perpetuated an online environment where child sex predators thrive, unite, hunt, and victimize kids.
Officials say Roblox needs to do more to protect what kids can see and play.
And then when they do actually report, because it's few and far between, they've only reported 24,000 cyber tips or 24,000 instances in the last year. I believe it was only 24,000. When you're talking about 400,000 users a month, that's just a minuscule number.
We reached out to Roblox for a response to today's lawsuit. While they could not comment on pending litigation, they did release a statement that say, in part, while no system is perfect, Roblox has implemented rigorous technology and enforcement safeguards, including restrictions on sharing personal information, links, and user-to-user image sharing. The safety of our community is a top priority. You can read the full statement over on our website, wbrz.com.
This will be the last video I make for now.
Whoa, okay. That was the end of the video. Wow. And here's this YouTuber that says I left the Roblox, or I left the Roblox creator program. Alright guys, I'm just gonna go end this video here, all because one, I'm hungry, and two, that's enough for today's video. Okay, I'm just gonna I'll go end this video now. So yeah, I'm done being involved in this Roblox chaos until Slep makes another video. Until Slep makes another video about Roblox, okay? So yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.